If you're looking for a small, inexpensive camper to take your family out, but you don't like the idea of a pop-up, stay tuned. We might have just the thing for you. Hey everybody, Josh the RV Nerd of Bish's RV down here at Coachman. Couldn't remember where I was. I'm such an idiot. I'm getting baked by the sun here. I need to go sunscreen up, actually, while I think about it. Skin cancer is no joke, especially when you're a ginger, DNA like me. Sorry, you don't care. This is one of the smallest little Catalinas they make now, but not everybody wants to have to get stuck into a pop-up, and fully enclosed hard-sided trailers usually weigh more than a lot of even, like, say, your tow package Jeeps can handle. That's where these little guys come in. Now, if you look at it, this RV is the opposite of designed for hanging out inside all day. This is camping. This is not glamping. This is made for people who, you're like, listen, I want to sleep, cook, and use the bathroom in the RV. Other than that, I want to be outside. I want to be at the picnic table. I want to be out fishing. This is like a lightweight, less expensive little base camp kind of RV. Now, they make some without bunks. This one happens to have the bunkhouse, but that could also be repurposed as a little bit of storage space. I've seen some people make some DIY office solutions. There's nothing under the bunks preventing you from doing something like that, but a different model might be better suited right from the factory level for you. Despite being very short, it is still 7.5 wide, which really helps. They also have some more aggressive tires on this to give you some little bit better ground clearance on her, and a few other things, you know, like the new GE Profile air conditioner they're going to be putting on these with a built-in heat pump. But it obviously has some pretty significant things that make you go, points of consideration to go to. I'm going to share good with bad. Let me know what you think about it in the comments section, and if you appreciate what we're doing for you. Getting out here in the sun so you can sit in the air conditioning and watch videos. Hit that subscribe button, let's roll. Now, one of the tricks for me in these tiny boxes, pardon the construction noise in the background, I'm right next to a new Coachman facility that they're building out. But one of the hardest things for me in these little tiny boxes is I don't like to use wide angle fisheye lenses. However, I'm going to do something in this that I don't normally do, and I just want to kind of preface it. It is very hard for me to try to give you a good feel of the layout and how one thing lays out next to one another, because I have to kind of scroll up, down, and around like this. So I'm going to give you a look like this in normal lens mode. Then we're going to take just a bit of a wide angle peek at her. Then we're going to flip back. So let's just do this right in real time, kicking over to 0.5. Which obviously looks super fishy. You know, if you were a fly with compound eyes, I think this is how you would see the world. And I'm going to go exceptionally slow, so as to not make you motion sick with all of this, if I can possibly help it. But it does kind of help you, I think, understand how knee bone relates to leg bone to everything else. I do want to point out that you do have that propane furnace down below there in the kitchen, you see. And I want to point that out because you also have an electric heater built into the RV. But like, you're looking around, you're like, I don't see a fireplace. This is Catalina across the board has adopted the use of GE Profile air conditioners. And one of the cool things about those is that they have a heat pump built right into them. So this RV has electric and propane heating, factory standard. I'm also going to give them some credit, even though it's not a viewing window, it is at least a frosted glass window by the entry door. Now I'm going to kick us back into normal lens mode. The camera has a little bit of figuring that out, and then we're good to go. I guess if you're a bit of a hothead, you got the fire extinguisher right up next to the headboard area of the mattress there. That's also where, like, this wall, if you want to add a TV into the RV, I suppose that's where you would do it. With this being a stick-built RV, you've got plenty of studs in the wall to hook up. Just remember, fellas, to hold the thing up to your chest to make sure you calibrate it properly first. Got to go, yup, there's one, and then you're good to go. That's the proper use of it. Kind of like if somebody hands you a drill, you got to go, or if they hand you cooking tongs, you got to double click them just to make sure they work. You don't click those tongs, you're getting a grease fire, for sure. Sorry, I'm off topic. Household and USB outlets over on the left. This headboard's also like a little bit of a storage trunk chest, nothing major like that. Thing is, though, there's no wiring in it. So if... God, I ran right into the bathroom wall. Tiny camper. Big, fat idiot. You take that box out, and this 60 by 74 Camp Queen could suddenly become 60 by 80 True Queen capable. But in this little RV, personal storage almost doesn't exist. There's just not space for it. So you're definitely living out of duffel bags here. Make sure you're somebody who can pack light. They are still maintaining the use of their pocket screwed lumber core cabinetry though. And it's minor, but giving you a look through all the kitchen stuff here, they gave you storage where they could. I will say, I really wish they gave us at least one drawer. And it's funny, when the stovetop, the door of the stovetop is open, it kind of looks like somebody going, ah! But, you know, that's just me. That's just how I see the world. Anyway, under the stove, instead of that big, tall door that doesn't actually represent full storage, I kind of wish that was just one big drawer, maybe, or something like that. Like, that would work for me. That's just my 2 cents, though. Now, this little bitty camper does not have nor need centralized air. But again, that will have an electric heat pump built right into it. Big open cubby right there above the kind of command center as well. No power outlets or anything. It's just open face general storage. What would you do with that? I'm curious. I also want to give them some credit. I don't know why my voice just jumped 7 octaves. But they put one of those rubber baby buggy bumpers on the refrigerator door so that the bathroom handle doesn't smash into that sucker. You also have full open face storage here under the bunk, which means if you're the type of person who really doesn't care for the bunks, you could always move them. You might need to relocate that furnace thermostat right there, but I know some people that will do stuff. Now, again, they do make no bunk versions of these small campers as well, like a 134RKX is one of those. I like the USB plugs there, although they're all the way down by your feet. I feel like that would be your head area. I feel like they would be better served against that cabinet side over there, and I guarantee you there's some available hollow space back there. Actually, what do you think of this idea? What if this command panel was pushed back 6 to 9 inches? You'd have like maybe put like, you could use that like a little Bluetooth speaker shelf or something. Although they already have their own sound system built into it. I'm not sure. It was just an idea. I didn't really think it out. I don't usually think before I speak. My wife will confirm that. The toilet. Because they had to make a proper angle for everything to run into the black tank, they actually did have to build the toilet up on a little bit of a platform. Now, I'm a little over 6 foot standing on that thing, and I actually found it okay. And thanks to the skylight vent fan combo, I can stand in the shower. Although, if you're not aware of your surroundings and your situational awareness sucks like mine, running into the bathroom wall and hitting my head, you're going to crack your head in that sucker. But there is a small vent fan in there. That is just a mirror on the wall, so there is no real linen storage space or anything like that in this bathroom. Again, this is just a simple base camper. Oh, I don't like seeing that. Sorry. I see something, I say something. I don't like it when they just bend trim, because it looks damaged and cheap from the factory. I would have liked it if it was actually just 2 pieces that dog-eared and met. But that's, I don't know, that's just my 2 cents. Again, if I see something, I say something. That's just kind of how I am. And again, one of the really focal points of this floor plan is the small size stature and the very accommodating weights and measures of it. More casual use tow vehicles will find this one within their capabilities. Now, someone's going to say, yeah, but it doesn't have this, that, or the other thing. You're right. And I can get you campers that have this, that, and the other thing for more weight and for more money. You know, that's always the catch-22. Every RV's greatest asset is its greatest liability. Like, the small size and towability on this is awesome sauce. It also means it has about one of the most rinky-dink jokes of an awning you're ever going to see. It is a power awning, which is nice. It actually even has the multi-function kind of party lighting going on, so you can have a little bit of a patio party situation happening. So, you know, what they did, they tried to do nicely. I do like the storage under the bed, though. That is a really nice chunk of space. Magnet holdback's a nice little touch. It is also an anti-slam entry door, so it doesn't smash into that awning arm, which is important considering the door-awning interaction. I mentioned earlier the RV is 7.5 foot wide. I would still recommend tow extension mirrors, especially if you have one of those more passenger grade tow vehicles, not, you know, like if you have something like less than a half ton with good mirrors or something like that. I just don't believe in skimping on safety stuff like proper weight distribution, hitching, things like that. I always recommend that stuff. Up front here, It is easier to see because that blue sticker staring at you. This is a BAL chassis by Norco, which is one of the huck-bolted kind of almost aircraft style sort of frames. The majority of things built in this size and class are on a Lippert I-beam chassis. It is interesting. Catalina is one of the very few stick and tin builders that is using that Norco chassis. It's a more expensive chassis. It represents more of the dollars on this RV. So I guess kind of, you know, keep that in mind right here. It almost looks like just a fat truck camper from this point of view, like a truck camper on a little wheel dolly or something. Speaking of which, these are Westlake Mud Legend variety tires. I don't know why they told me you have to say it like that. Mud Legend. You can't just say Mud Legend. I don't know. Uh-oh. I just did it. I'm going to get in trouble. Anyway, left side of the screen, you see a big black box. That is your gas and electric water heater. So it's 6-gallon vessel, gas electric, DSI, meaning direct spark ignition. No manual lighter action going on here. The roof, you can see that GE profile air conditioner. Those are the same things being used on like the Brinkley Model G mega fifth wheel toy hauler job for well into the 6-figure budget, used here on this little guy. And again, they're quieter and have an electric heat pump built right into them. Oh, I just kind of noticed too. You see this black box right there? That is the stovetop exhaust vent hood. It's nice that they still included that. It would be nice if they also included front and rear stabilizers. These are rear only, but I guess we can't have everything now, can we? We are prepped and ready for one of those telescopic removable ladders. And up on the roof, by default, you've just got a solar prep plug. But there is an optional 200-watt solar package. Along with, that would include a 30-amp controller in case you wanted to expand on it a little bit further, too. On the back wall, there's also a black tank flush, which a lot of little trailers lack. And in the bottom left corner, you do have a bit of a drunken uncle leash latch right there. So if Uncle Gary ties one on, you keep him tied on to the camper so he don't go playing in traffic again. Now, as I mentioned when the video began, if you like the size of this, but you're like, I don't need bunks, or, you know, I do want a sofa or something, they do make something same size, same weight, that doesn't have bunks. So that might work a little bit better for you. But if you are looking for that more family configuration, or for some reason you have a plan for the bunks, that's where this one comes in. I'll leave you links in the video description. If we have any of these in stock, it'll be listed right on our website with pricing and availability right there. If we do happen to be sold out, contact our team. We're more than happy to get you a discounted sale price when you're ready, you know. In the meantime, enjoy the videos. Let me know what you think about this little concept. You know, does this have wheels or legs or whatever motation you feel like describing, or not? And short of that, take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.